Welcome in, everybody. Always a friend. Scott Oshman here. Try to take e-commerce retail, simplify it, just throw a big bag of fun in it. Today is another special episode. Our friend of the program, Danny Silverman, reached out and he said, hey, we're listening to all these prediction shows. And just for disclaimer, it's January 16th as we record this. But he was thinking about his great weekly e-commerce review. Let me formally introduce him because he's got a new fancy title. Okay, I got to put this up. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing to the program, Danny Silverman, EVP Digital Commerce, the Market Performance Group, otherwise known as MPG. Danny, it's thank you for gracing the airwaves here with us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It's great to see you.
You got the new title, but you're still doing the WER, which makes all of us happy.
Yes, no, that was one of the things I wanted to keep doing that independently on an ongoing basis. I've been having a lot of fun with it since we started it. People seem to really value it. So I said, that's fine. I'll move from my own independent thing to MPG, but one thing I want to keep going is the WER, and they were good with it.
That's fantastic. Okay, so predictions. We love all the predictions, and I just want the listener and viewer to know, we purposely waited. Okay. And I am glad we did. I texted you. I'm like, dude, am I glad we waited? But what is the impetus of your prediction show for 2026?
Okay. So over the years, I've done my own, here's what you should be planning for next year. Here's the predictions, or here's what brands need to get ready for. And this year I was watching all the predictions come out and they were so vanilla. They were so uninspiring. It was like, that could have been the same list from last year. It could have been the same list from, like, of course, retail media networks are going to be a big deal in 2026. Like, let's get specific. Let's have some fun with it. And let's put our names out there on some bold predictions and, just for fun. And maybe we'll get back together in a year and we'll go through our scorecard and see how we did.
Yeah, I love you and I, Scott Wango, Jason Goldberg. They do the prediction thing of the Scott and Jason show. It's been going on for 10 years. And it's fun. They have a little 5 thing. They keep score. And then they go and they revisit it and says who is closest right. So I love it. You reached out to be specific. I, of course, took that to the extreme on some of these. We've been cultivating a list for the last 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I have the magic 8 ball here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is honestly the true test. I mean, people kid that this is a kid's toy, but I'm telling you, I have asked some very serious questions to the magic 8 ball.
I need to get one for my desk. It's a miss.
It's changed my life. I can't tell you how great it's been. Okay, so do you want to start off with the first one?
Okay, so this is the first one. I've already been out there with this one. I keep saying it. Everyone's like, what? We're talking agentic commerce. Amazon is still on the sidelines. Everybody is waiting for the shoe to drop. I continue to think that we will see Rufus, Amazon's AI assistant, show up in either Claude or ChatGPT. I would have said Claude because they put almost 10 billion into Anthropic. But recently there's rumors of putting 11 billion into OpenAI. So one or the other. But what I don't think will ever happen is I don't think they will open their catalog the way Walmart has. It will be a contained experience within the AI. And that is my prediction.
YouTube viewers, we're on YouTube, always off brand. I have the big thumbs down paddle up for Danny.
Okay. What do you think?
We agree on some part of that. But my prediction is that they will cave because they will have no choice. And I think it's going to come in. Didn't I say this below? I said a very specific date.
Yes, you did. This was number 1. And number 20, you said September 14th.
The week of September 14th is when they're going to announce that they're going to let old Chit Chatty in and everybody else in, because I just don't see how they hold the doors. I just don't see them holding the traffic. There's just going to be so much traffic. I don't see how they hold out. I just can't see it. I will probably be wrong.
Yeah, I'll hold my prediction for my own integrity. But the crack in the armor that I've seen is I've been seeing some new numbers coming out on consistently declining traffic on Amazon, and now we're seeing consistently declining number of new sellers signing up on Amazon, partially as a result of the shift in Chinese sellers. But if that really is a crack in the armor and Amazon's starting to weaken, okay, it could go that way.
Well, there's confluence of all these predictions, right? Because it's a mature marketplace. There's a lot of other elements that will contribute. I don't think they can hold out. I think, again, I looked at their earnings reports, when they come out with their earnings reports, when they look at it, past Prime Day, all these other things. And I go, yeah, the week of September 14th, I bet you they come out with some big announcement heading into their whatever October bullshit days.
I'm going to put it on my calendar so I remember to get text on the 14th.
Text me. Still waiting. Okay, that's good. Wait, should I ask Magic 8 Ball? I think I should ask Magic 8 Ball.
All right. Yeah. Well,
you want to ask him okay. Magic 8 Ball. Will Amazon cave in bringing all LLM traffic to Amazon in their catalog? Oh my God, Danny. I'm not lying. It says, I can't hold up to the camera. You won't see it. It says without a doubt.
Without a doubt. All right.
Okay. What's next?
Easy. Prime Day returns to 2 days. I don't think anybody doubts that one, but
I doubt it.
Oh, come on.
The negative.
You think they're going to stay with 3 days?
I think they're going to stay with 4 days. Wasn't it 4 days?
4 days. Sorry, 4 days.
Yeah.
4 days. Yeah.
100% because they're money grubbing scum. Of course they're going to keep 4 days. It worked out for them. That's more ad revenue.
Exactly. That was that narrative was missed by most, by the way, that the real winner in all of that was Amazon, because the click rate, the cost per click went up during those 4 days. So instead of 2 days of elevated CPCs, they had 4 days of it. Brands didn't win. Consumers didn't really win, right? But Amazon, brilliant. I still go back to 2 though.
Going back to vague, uninspiring predictions. I said this last year after I go, it's dead. Prime Day is dead. It'll never be the same again. And I do think it's going to be different because the big brands, they're over it, man. They're probably going to participate. It's just not going to be at the level that we've seen historically.
See, this was actually number 3 on the list, which is somehow they're going to bring excitement back to these events, right? Like,
yes,
not only Prime Day, not only October, but even holiday with T14 or T27, whatever it was this year. It was just sort of boring, right? The deals weren't particularly deep. Like, remember the doorbuster days and people would walk up around the block for Walmart and get into fights and hit people over the head.
Oh yeah, that was just great humanity.
Not back, right? But on Amazon style. So no, not the violence, but I just think that Amazon is going to find a way to put brands' feet to the fire and say, how do we go deeper? Like that should be okay. Discount for the lead up, but Black Friday, Cyber Monday, those days should be more special. The best deals should be on those days, and they haven't been. And I think it's a big miss.
I'm with you on that prediction.
All right. Good.
I don't know how they're going to do it because they've just sucked. I mean, you can only take so much money out of brands' pockets after all. I mean, the discounts were aggressive. So
it ends up being the game of price up, raise prices, price increases, tariffs. We'll get to that in a minute, and then go deeper than they've been able to as a result. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. What do you think of the next one, Scott?
The next one, let me go back to the list here, is
USPS? Yes. Postal Service, divorce, or are they going to get even tighter?
Wow. As you can tell, I've given this a tremendous amount of thought.
Well, no, because a few weeks ago, there was an announcement that Amazon was talking about pulling the plug on the relationship with the U.S. Post Office. And I don't think the post office could survive without Amazon. So I think it's just a negotiation tactic.
I agree with you because people don't understand the USPS. Yes, it's a huge part of the business. Amazon with their last mile delivery has cut into that. They're serving more packages, all those things, but they still can't get to a lot of places that USPS gets to. They just can't. And so I think it's going to be, they both need each other.
They do.
It's just going to be a need of me. Need of me? What's the frenemy version of they need each other?
I don't know.
A need of me?
Maybe that's a new word you just coined. That's good. That's good. I had somewhere down here on here about drone delivery. So that's the other, does drone take over that last mile?
Oh, that's good. See, I could not, now Walmart's doing way more heavy lifting there than.
Right? Another 150 cities they announced.
Yeah. I'm I think it's great. I mean, I'm all in, as long as I'm on a golf course and I can order something like a beverage and they can get it to me where I'm at
Yep.
which hole. No, I can see that. I think it's progressing by 26. I just don't. I still there's a lot of hoops to go through. I think it's a very specific category. Obviously, there's weight. There's a lot of other things with that. But I'm all in. I mean, are we going to be door dashing drone delivery? There is a drone delivery company that is working with fast food and national chains to actually drone your delivery.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Have you made any predictions yet?
Do we have any predictions?
I mean, am I made any predictions, or I'm just arguing against your predictions?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I'm just like, how are we gonna
scorecard this?
Yeah.
I have this went there too. I'm gonna have AI review the transcript and help us put a scorecard together.
Thank goodness you're there for me. Okay, the TikTok one is interesting. Your prediction here is the TikTok shop continues to struggle under new U.S. leadership.
Meaning the split's coming, right? TikTok's going to go under new U.S. ownership. Shop is already struggling, which is it's kind of mind-boggling because there's so much success there, but they still haven't figured it out. I think it's just going to get worse once they break from the mothership.
But okay. Describe how they're struggling. I guess all I hear, right? All I read is $9 billion in TikTok shop. We've had actually people are inquiring now, how do I get into TikTok shop? I mean, so what in your eyes from the overall metrics, the macro view, what is the TikTok struggle?
Well, in 1 week, they'll announce record sales, and then the next week they announce layoffs, right? So I'm talking about their internal economics. They have not yet cracked how to make TikTok shop profitable.
I got the thumbs up, paddle up.
Woohoo! I
agree with you on that internally because I don't think they perfected the sauce. Nobody talks about their fulfillment. I don't know that they've figured out the fulfillment type.
Yeah.
And it has become a discovery. Do you disagree with that? It's become a discovery.
Yeah, no, absolutely. TikTok is discover, and the next thing most people do is look for the product on Amazon. Discover on TikTok, buy on Amazon or Walmart.
But now all the boardrooms, I mean, now you're hoity-toity. You're dealing with big companies and brands, but there's whispers in the hallways and of the tech exchange of why we got to get into TikTok shop. It's $9 billion.
Yep.
Why are we doing it?
Yep.
Okay, I agree with that one.
All right. So I think this one was yours. Gemini surpasses ChatGPT in agentic shopping.
Was it mine?
Does it? No?
Maybe
I wrote some of these on an airplane, so maybe I don't remember. I did write this.
You wrote this.
If you go back 90 days, Gemini was nowhere to be seen. And all of a sudden, they have just surged to the front of the line. And if anybody's, they've already got they're already installed, right? They're on all of our phones, all of our desktops.
You know what? I'm giving you. You're a visionary. You couldn't have been more spot on with not having the information. This is probably one of the greatest predictions you have of the 20 because you said they're going to overtake it in real time. They start all of a sudden the news is they're kicking their ass, and then they come out with the big news that they're joining forces with Apple, which I learned from a developer years ago. When we looked up Safari, the back end was all Google anyway. It was all Chrome and stuff. So that whole thing. Then Gemini's coming after it to Chit Chatty. We got Gemmy and Chit Chat. You nailed this, Danny.
All right.
And then the big announcement at National Retail Federation about the new Universal Commerce Protocol.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty wild breakthrough. And the number of companies who've stepped up and said they're ready to adopt it, that's wild.
I'm giving you claps.
All right.
Audience is going nuts.
Thank you.
That was baller, man. I got to tell you. That was not me. I will admit, not me. You nailed that one and it's not even 26. Is it done? You nailed it.
And 16 days into the year, I'm already off to a great start. All right,
My
good.
God, do we have to talk tariffs, Danny?
I inserted this. So Scott, for those who don't know, we have a history of debating tariffs, and I inserted this one at the last minute at number 7. So what do we want to say here? So
Well, August of 25, when I first met you, we talked about this. I was in a dark place, Danny. Let's be real, okay?
talking about the hall that was really dark or emotionally dark?
It was emotionally dark because tariffs took a tremendous hit because we deal with such small, independent, bootstrapping businesses who get 80% of their goods around the world. So it did not, and it did have effect, but I was much more pessimistic about 26, actually in 27, to be frank, than you were. You were way more optimistic at that time. And so this is a 26 prediction show, even though we've shown that you've been right way more than I've been. So what do you feel like tariffs on 26?
So it's a little nuanced, the answer. I don't think we're going to see we'll continue to see the disruption, of course, for the companies that aren't able to absorb the hit. But I think tariffs, the impact of tariffs it's been absorbed, right? That part's done. It didn't impact holiday. So where you and I differed was I didn't think that it was going to impact holiday unless we saw some major event like a market crash. And that was the case. What's the red hand? That it didn't impact holiday?
I'm putting the thumbs down. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to debate holiday. It didn't impact holiday.
What I mean, right. Okay.
What do you mean by that? It didn't impact. Again, we always come to a common ground, you and I.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I have to caveat that comment. So all retail was up, 6-7%. Amazon was up, or e-commerce was up 8-9%. So you had year-over-year growth on holiday. You did not see a 20-30% tank. But all of those numbers, the caveat is those numbers are dollars. So if people raised prices 20-30% for tariffs, then did that get washed out? What actually happened with units and what actually happened with traffic? There's not as much data about that. That's what you're saying. Okay.
I'm with you 100% on that. That's okay. Remember in the COVID days, every growth number was caveated with the percentage of inflation numbers against it. We grew 10%, but you have to take 7% out. And and this is a personal thing. And now I've talked about this. I'm concerned that the numbers coming out of the Department of Commerce, I'm now a little less. That was the only gospel we had.
Yeah.
Is it the right way they get the numbers? No, the surveys, whatever, but it's been doing it for 30 years. Like it's apples against apples, right? And now I'm not sure about that. And I wait. This is a personal thing, Danny. I've seen the MasterCard. I've seen all the reports, the Adobes and what have you. I'm not discrediting those numbers. I wait for Jason Retail Goldberg to put it all together and present to the world what really happened.
Yep.
That's just me.
Yep. No, I do the same. I'm like, I'll wait for I keep refreshing links.
So I just think it was flat or down. And I love your note about the units and about the traffic, because we already saw coming in, it was less units, the order size. Sometimes it was more units depending on the category. But I think there's an underbelly here in 26. Let's get to 20. What do you predict with tariffs in 26?
So I haven't thought through all the way how this manifests, but there were shocking numbers around buy now, pay later over holiday. So yes, we have seen persistent inflation. Economies, okay, in some pockets it's getting bigger. They talk about the K-shaped recovery. So the rich are getting richer and the middle and poor are struggling more and more. At some point, that will come due, right? You got to pay the bills at some point. So are there a lot of people who overextended themselves to maintain holiday for their families, but now have to figure out how to pay for it? And what does that mean? What does that mean at the other end of the economy, where you have people really struggling, and that's where the long tail impact this is really going to be felt.
I think there's an underbelly brewing. I mean, there's a lot of big macroeconomic things happening with interest rates and all this other stuff. But from a retail standpoint, I just think we're going to start finally. It's unsustainable, right? here's my whole point. It's been the same point. The rich, which apparently 10% of the population is consuming 50% of consumer finance services and goods. Okay. They're going to have to be our life jackets. They're going to have to hold us above water. I don't see any other way this is going to happen. But I am very, very still concerned that the bottom's got to fall out of here. It's just unsustainable. But I'm also going to spin zone that. God bless America, because we love to buy shit.
We do.
We love to buy shit. The buy now, pay later is a great example. Hell no, I don't need that. Should I get that? Can I afford that? I don't know, but I'm going to buy it. Yep. So creative financing always wins out.
And optimism, right? I'm sure that I'll be better off 6 months from now than I am today, and I'll be able to pay it off.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. We doing pretty. How's this going so far for you?
This is great. I'm having a good time. I don't know if we get through all 20 here, but
yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, I love this next one. Oh my God, Danny, this is a great prediction by you.
Okay.
Number 8. You want to say it? Go. You should say it because you own it.
Okay. This is a bold one. I think so. The prediction is Instacart joins with either DoorDash, DoorDash,
Grubhub, or who?
And or Lyft, right? Or Uber or Lyft. One of those. Instacart joins. That's what I meant. Uber. So DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. One of those. Instacart's such a fascinating business with everything going on. They're holding their heads above water. They preserve the Kroger business, but they're getting edged out, right, by these other delivery services. I can get my groceries and restaurant from Uber, and DoorDash is delivering all restaurants and starting to get into grocery and retail. So at some point, I feel like the other shoe's got to drop. This gig economy, all of these people who are making money on the side, or maybe it's their main income, but they're, whatever it is, delivering stuff from one place to the other. At the end of the day, that's what Instacart is. That's what DoorDash is. So I think there's going to be a big merger acquisition we see in the space this year.
And I am giving you massive thumbs up on that one. The green thumbs up. In fact, you deserve.
All right.
That is a great prediction. And I think it's inevitable. I agree with you. We've seen this in time, right? It's becoming a commodity. So therefore it's just efficiencies and managed scale.
Yep.
You're absolutely duplicative service. This is a classic duplicative service situation. I love this prediction.
All right.
God, you're kicking my ass. You have good predictions. I have shitty predictions.
All right. Well, let's get to some of yours. Because this one, now we are on yours, right? I think we're there now. Waymo.
Listener, viewer, you'll feel the quality just drop. Just telling you right now, it's like you're in a flight and they've hit turbulence because we're about to drop. My one was Waymo, which is the autonomous driving service. Mm-hmm. Is going to be in 42 cities by the end of the year. Hertz, Uber, and Lyft, which could play into your other prediction.
That's right. Yep.
So I think Waymo has got something going on. If you look at San Francisco, they're in Phoenix. They're opening up markets. Mm-hmm. And I'm also informed by, if you think about how, and you live in the greater Boston area-ish, right?
I do.
Okay. Can't you see a world where we don't even need cars anymore? We just have these services that come take us. I mean, I got a car sitting in the garage. Do I use it that often? No, not that often.
No. But now what about Zoox, Amazon's?
It's just their early days. And again, I've heard a couple things where very typical Amazon, fail fast. It's got some work to do.
Okay. But 42 cities is very specific. Waymo in 42 cities by end of the year.
This is because you texted me, Danny.
September 14th.
This is because you asked me, you said, let's make specific predictions. Right. And so I took that, of course, to an obnoxious level.
I love it. Well, I agree with, I'm with you on this one. I don't know if 42 is the number, but I think this is the year of Waymo where it really starts to go mainstream.
I give myself the button.
I just don't know my cities enough, so. But
I went through every single major metropolitan area, and I looked at this.
I bet you did hours of
market, hours. This is The next one to me is, I think this is a layup. My next one was Amazon ads, which is, I've been saying it's the road to 100 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 2026 they will get to, and I took specific a little far.
Yeah, a little bit.
84,725,984.
I love it.
And not a dollar more.
That's right. And not a dollar more. Where are they today?
I think they're around 70-ish, 68, 65, 68.
Yeah.
So if you take, they're growing at 22% a quarter-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Q4's out indexes typically the first 3 quarters. And then as you read, you obnoxiously hear all my LinkedIn, I am so freaking bullish on live sports. It's not even funny.
Yep. Well, that's what I was going to ask too, with all the deals that they're making with the NFL and the NBA. I imagine that's going to get even bigger faster, right?
Because they've cracked the nut here on non-endemic advertisers. And I just think there's a huge run, because that's where the money is.
Mm-hmm.
We all watch whatever screen you're watching. All you see is freaking insurance ads. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's true. Yeah.
You see car ads, you see insurance ads, and then you see Morgan State, you see whatever you're watching, you see financial services typically.
Yeah.
And then you see pharma, pharma. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So non-endemic, you're right.
I think that's, I put that kind of funny as that 84. Are you with me on that one?
I'm with you. I, again, the number's super specific. I'm going to disagree and say 84,726,000,000.
Wow. Hold on. I need something to help me get through that. That really hurt, Danny. That hurt inside. I really felt that one. I got to get you a paddle. So my next one will Shopify. Shopify will grow in 2026. Shopify will grow over 20%. What do you think?
I want to support you, Scott, but I might disagree with that one. I am concerned that Shopify is going to plateau here. The direct consumer pendulum swing back and forth. And they're getting hit hard by tariffs and by the reduction in business there. Yes, they're the first ones to step up to agentic commerce. They're the first to partner with OpenAI, but I think we're going to see their growth start to plateau. Okay, agree to disagree. Yeah, that's what we're here for, man. I disagree because if you look at it, I think they're set for a freaking boondoggle. And I had Jason Del Rey, little humble brag. He's coming. He was out last Thursday, and he talked about the National Retail Federation. He talked. He's interviewing Toby, the CEO of Shopify. He's amongst those clouds with all these big guys, and he's sitting there saying Shopify is letting all these people duke it out, and all the big, arms race that's going on about OpenAI and Gemini, whatever. And they're just sitting there going, "Hey, we're going to collect it all, bruh." Yeah. And so I just think there is organically, because of SEO, because of all the work that's been done over the years, I think Shopify is actually going to get a massive traffic benefit of this. Okay. So that's my reasoning. We'll see who. I can't wait to see who's right. What's the magic 8 ball say on this one? Oh yeah. Okay. Will Shopify grow over 20% in 2026? Magic 8 ball. Can you hear that? Can you hear the liquid? I hear it. Oh boy, this one's, oh my God. It said, don't count on it. Dude, I planted a rigged Magic 8 ball. That's me. All right. That one's hurtful, actually. That hurt me right there. That hurt. God. Okay, we'll see. God dang it, Magic 8 ball. It's tough love with the Magic 8 ball, Danny. It's tough love. I'm waiting for it. Is decidedly so. Okay. Amazon Business, which nobody ever talks about
or
Yes.
posts about, or it's not even in any conversations in the hemisphere, is a juggernaut. It did $36 billion reportedly in 2024. I think it's going to go to 39.4 billion.
Very specific. I see no reason to disagree. That is a quiet growth engine for Amazon.
You're with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. With you.
God.
I've always said this about the procurement space. The same people who are buying on Amazon, buying their own stuff, are procurement managers struggling with very difficult platforms and business-to-business platforms, and Amazon just continues to eat their lunch.
Well, here's the other big key to my prediction is they've been talking about it for years. I've been saying it, but we're now finally seeing you on an advertising, on a PPC ad type, you can actually parse out and deliver ads to specific Amazon business customers.
Yep.
That's a game changer, and I think that's going to grow. Okay, moving along. We're running up against time here. This is my favorite one. If you're not reading the WER every week on the Linky, I don't know what you're doing. But Danny's art that he does, the graphics he creates are so good. I think he's going to open on his own art gallery with nothing but WER graphics this year.
Well, I am always full disclosure that it's either Nano Banana or ChatGPT. Every week I have a contest between the two. Put the same prompt into them, and some weeks Nano wins and some weeks Chatty wins. But I don't know about art gallery. I don't know if I'll have time. That would be the only reason. Otherwise, I'd be all about it. It might just
Magic 8 Ball. Will Danny get his own art gallery with his WER graphics? Oh, Magic 8 Ball. What are you saying? I got to turn it to see. Signs point to yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What's next? Why don't you read the next one here?
The adult beverage industry, I looked at this twice. Adult beverage industry consolidates because no one's drinking anymore.
Nobody drinks, Danny.
I know. I can't get over this because I drink. I do.
I do too. I enjoy a beverage.
I understand this one. But everything I'm reading is the trends are way off. Everybody's down. People have stopped drinking.
So this industry consolidated years and years ago through microbrews, through wineries. It's a huge, massive distribution. It's a two-step distribution. And then global companies, huge acquisitions, and right?
Mm-hmm.
They're dying, man. They are hurting. They are not hitting numbers. Somebody's going to have to buy somebody.
Yep. So who do you think? Do you have any specific predictions?
You know what? I would love to, but I think I don't know who. I'm not familiar with the business, so whoever I don't know. That's a shitty one. I might have to edit that out.
That's all right. We have to watch. You know, the one to watch is Jim Beam, because they announced they're shutting down one of their main production facilities for a year. I think it was Beam that announced that. The whole bourbon trends are just totally off the rails.
Yes,
I'm a big bourbon guy, so I'm sad about that.
Do the second one. This is yours.
Yeah, this is a bold one. So Amazon buys Target. All right. And so why
sorry, I just needed to pause there because that is so big. It deserves an awkward pause.
So, and here's my thought. So last week or 2 weeks ago, Amazon announced a warehouse, a big box style format in Chicago. And this is after they've shuttered just about every other brick and mortar initiative. We all thought they were done. And here they come with something new. And they also had some innovation on smart carts at Whole Foods.
Yep.
Meanwhile, our friends in Minneapolis, who I love dearly, but continue to struggle, that's very much in the public domain. And it's sudden, they have a relationship from way back. There was a time when Amazon was Target's front end. Target was Amazon.com.
Yes, it was.
So could that come back together? It feels like it could be a good fit, and Amazon comes in and revitalizes the shopping experience and creates something new and different.
Okay, I'm giving the sideways paddle. Okay, I'm not committing to thumbs down or thumbs up on this, Danny.
Okay.
Because I don't disagree with the prediction. I just hope it doesn't happen.
Why?
Because there's just not that many left. The consolidation of power is just already so so palpable. We have Walmart and Amazon take up so much of the retail dollars right now of the wallet.
Yep.
I just hope it doesn't happen. I think it's actually a pretty good, bold prediction. I do.
Well, I said I wanted to be bold and specific with this, and So
I did not.
I'm not a big retail analyst. I don't have enough numbers in front of me that I actually putting a scientific prediction on this. But throw a dart at the wall, and this is one that I think.
No, it's actually not a bad prediction, to be honest. I like the prediction, and I could absolutely see it happening. I just hope it doesn't, because they already got too much power. I mean, good grief.
Yeah.
All right, go on the next one here.
Yeah, we already hit drones, so we can move on from that. Scott does a stand-up comedy show at Shop Talk.
I would love this. I got at least 8.5 minutes on just Amazon jokes alone.
Oh, I'd love it. We do not have enough. You know what? We don't have enough humor in e-commerce. We need somebody who can do cartoons or something like that and come up with your e-commerce cartoon of the day. Like, why is nobody doing that?
I don't, you know what? I'll put that on the list of things to do for Always Off Brand. We need a cartoon. Now, see, I'm sucked into the chit chatty Nana Banana thing for the graphic for the episodes because it's so fun to do that. I used to just find the craziest, weirdest, funniest meme I could find to post. So I got to get back to that. But you know what? That is high praise. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you.
Awesome. You got to send them that pitch. Be like, yo, give me one of the evening.
Honestly, if I could see, I'm not really good at stand up, like prepared stuff. I'm more on the cusp or on the fly type thing. I'm more of an improv guy. But anyway, I appreciate that one. That was funny. Maybe, you know what? I'll debut my stand up at your art gallery.
Okay, deal.
There we go. Let's get through these. I mean, the last three things kind of like blend 18, 19, 20. Kind of.
Yeah, they're the same. I think we already hit all of these. Oh, no. Rufus and Alexa. Okay. I honestly believe something's got to give with Rufus and Alexa. All I picture is this avatar woman walking around with an avatar dog on the leash. But the reality is we are seeing Amazon invest in Alexa for the first time, Alexa Plus, giving her a makeover, giving her a little bit more intelligence, which is well overdue. And then we've got Rufus in the UI, and it's just either one goes away or it all becomes Alexa. That's what I think.
I agree with that. Okay. I think that's mixed messaging. It's confusing as hell. They built a incredible. I love, nobody remembers what happens, including me. Remember, how big Alexa was so freaking big. It was in a refrigerator. It was in every car. It was everywhere.
Yep.
That to me is a bigger bet. That's a bigger stake. And that's a better marketing message to say Alexa Plus, Alexa, because everybody knows it. Rufus is like Sparky Rufus. Okay, here's my prediction. Okay. I'm going to piggyback on your prediction. By the end of 2026, Sparky and Rufus are gone.
That is bold. Sparky too. All right.
It's all gone because they all figure out it's disjointed omni-channel shit. Nobody knows what this is, that is. I'm following a dog. I'm following some person. I don't know what the hell I'm following.
Well, at the end of the day too, it's marketing economics. It's really hard to have multiple brands that you're trying to build. So they want to build the Walmart brand and equity. There's not you got to put a lot of time into who the hell is Sparky, right? And so.
But you notice the one prediction we didn't say is that Chat GPT, Chit Chatty, LLM, Sam Altman will do $20 billion in advertising by the end of 2026.
Oh yeah, easy. Yep.
But see, we don't play with those easy predictions here.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, that's the other. Oh, that was one of the other vanilla predictions. We'll see ads in AI in 2026. Yeah. No shit.
No shit.
But that's a big, bold prediction. 20 billion just for Chat GPT. But they got to start paying for those data centers.
They do. All right. Any other big ones before we wrap? I love this. This makes me so happy.
Good. Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun.
Okay, let me just ask. We'll end on this. I got to ask Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, is Danny Silverman EVP Digital Commerce at Market Performance Group. Is his predictions going to be true in 2026?
God.
Oh. Oh no, it says very doubtful.
Oh man.
Oh no, Danny. Very doubtful.
That's 8 ball. You have let me down.
Oh my God, Danny, we have some lovely parting gifts. I'm so sorry.
That's awesome.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Go to WER. Go follow Danny Silverman on LinkedIn. Go do it now. Run. Read it. It's so good. You do such a great job. It's just the right size. It fits in the car. It's just easy to consume. It's great.
Thank you.
All right. Until next time, we'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off-Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.